Hey guys, this is your Freshman 101.
Everything we wished we would have known before we started our freshman year. Too bad Miss Snook didn't come up with this last year.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
This is your general basics, the rules, what we do at Global, just, kind of the normal. We're going to be completely casual and honest with you, so bear with us. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is our dress codes.
Every girl, you're going to plan what you wear on the first day of school. Now guys, y'all just have the luxury of just throwing on whatever the first thing in your closet is. Girls have a little more planning, so just make sure it's in dress code. Mm-hmm. So like the first thing, no tank tops or strapless. Yeah. None of that. You got to keep your shoulders covered.
And you can't show stuff like that. It has to.
You got to stay covered.
If you're fully dressed and your grandma was standing there judging what you wear, that's like what you would wear to school. If it's something your grandma wouldn't like, then I wouldn't wear it.
And with your tank tops, ladies, don't be wearing V-necks that come down here without tank tops. You're just making it worse with the boys. It's not helping. Wear your tank tops. Make sure you're keeping it covered.
Also, on the pants and on the length of your dresses, it has to be past your fingertips.
Or you can wear leggings.
Yes. It has to be when you're standing up straight and your hands like that.
Has to be past this.
Same with if you decide to wear those really cute pants.
Cute pants that have the shredded knees and the little sequins in them. And the ones that you paid extra for. If they show skin above your fingertips, they're not in dress code.
I'm so
Now if it's on
sorry.
your knee, you're good. Unless you have friction long arms that reach your knees.
Super, super bad news. We can't wear hats. I'm sorry.
So that cute hat I bought last week, I can't wear it to school?
No, I'm sorry.
But it has diamonds on the side. You sure I can't wear it?
Mm-mm. Okay. You can wear bandanas, like so.
Well, I could do that.
Bandanas are really cute accessories to add.
And boys, you can't wear your beanies and your snapbacks. Nope. Mr. Snook will come up behind you like a sneaky ninja and grab it off your head, and you won't get it back until later.
I saw that personally.
Yeah. Poor kid.
Okay, next on the list.
Okay, I don't know if you had this before where you came from, but I did. She did not, I did. A days and B days. That means your normal 8 classes are actually 4 a day. You get an hour and a half long classes. So if you have your A day is like Spanish, then engineering, then geography, then PIT, like my freshman schedule A day was, then I have an hour and a half for each of those classes. And you have 5-minute passing periods. So you got plenty of time. You shouldn't be late.
What about Friday? What happened Friday?
Well, Friday your classes are shortened by 10 minutes because you had this extra little period in between second and third period called orientation. It's just a little half-hour class, which for you freshmen will be college orientation.
That is major important. I need y'all to not fail that class. That is, if you pass that, you can put that on your resume, and that can, knock off some
You also need to do it for college credit.
Yes.
Mr. Snook will tell you that. And it's super easy. They're just, little PowerPoints you go through, and you write, little 3 paragraphs.
It literally only takes, 10 minutes to do. So.
Super easy.
Mm-hmm. And so, which now we're going to get to the whole...
Okay, so you heard that Global High School was an early college high school. So that means no walkers. None. Nowhere. Mm-hmm. So a couple of people I know, including myself, we do this thing that we have 2 backpacks. Which you might want to do this, because it's really cool. Instead of having to switch your stuff out between your A days and B day stuff,
I do that.
Then you can have 2 separate backpacks and just have it all in one backpack. It's much easier to grab. But you could also do what she does and just...
It's personal opinion, I guess.
I mean, she likes what she does. I like what I do. It's just kind of personal.
Speaking of backpacks and stuff, one big thing about Global High is you must stay organized on your work and time. Okay, That's a big, big thing.
At least for the grading period.
Yeah.
Because if you have a paper that's from the beginning of the school year and it's the end now, no one really cares if you throw that in the trash, unless you want to keep it because it was a really cool paper that you wrote. You can just trash it.
Yeah.
But for the grading period, you might want to keep it in folders and stuff in case they lose something.
Yeah, and if you have Miss Snyder's class, you might want to keep all your papers no matter what.
Yeah, she does these little things called notebook checks. Yeah, those are worth a quiz grade.
But we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that in our next video.
Okay. And next is our campus, just about the campus. So I don't know if y'all checked it out yet. We have 3 flights of stairs. That's fun, especially going up and down.
That's what keeps you in shape. We don't have sports. We have stairs.
Yes. One thing is the teachers have elevators. Sorry, students, it's only for the teachers unless you have
a broken leg.
Yeah, unless
then they're gonna let you take the elevator.
Only special passes. But the campus is really cool. It's kind of like an old school kind of campus. It's not your regular high school. It actually feels more like a college campus. Everybody's more casual and
it's very relaxed.
Yeah,
you don't really get as stressed in this school.
To me, I feel a lot more professional just walking in.
Yeah, right? And you get rolly chairs.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just like me because my old school didn't have rolly chairs, but rolly chairs made me happy. So yeah, and you got to like spin around them. Though don't spin because some teachers don't like that.
Yeah,
they get kind of frustrated.
Now we're gonna talk about hangouts.
Okay, after school, you can't hang out in the hallways.
I'm sorry.
You can go to class. Like one of my favorite teachers, y'all won't have him. Sorry, Frishies. But my favorite teacher, I like to hang out in his class a lot. Or I like to hang out outside when the weather's nice. We have a lovely little courtyard outside. Some people like bring baseballs or footballs or frisbees or stuff and just go outside and play.
Yeah.
Except in the winter. It's kind of cold.
Yeah, in the winter they're a lot more easier about staying in the hallways because
no one,
really
all us girls in our cute little dresses, right? Freezing cold.
Who wears dresses in the winter though?
I don't know. There's those winter dresses.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're warm.
But if you are staying inside during the summertime, or like not the summer, but the harder times,
about 3:30, they start kicking you out of the hallways.
Yeah. Well, make sure you're in a classroom. It doesn't matter if you're doing tutorials, just as long as your teacher lets you in. Or you can stay outside waiting for your car. All right. So speaking of tutorials, we're gonna talk about. Okay, so 3 o'clock you let out, and so 3 to 4 is
sometimes
tutorials.
4:30.
Yeah, it's tutorials. And those are really important, especially if you're struggling. So I suggest as a freshman now that you take as much advantage of those tutorials as possible.
Especially if you have retakes to do, quizzes that you might fail. Those are the best time to do it because it's super easy. Otherwise you have to come before school.
Yeah.
And who wants to get up early?
And
no one.
You might not have time. Some teachers won't let you take in the morning. Sorry. Yes. So.
Also, project time. Perfect place to meet up for your project with your groups.
Yes.
Is in your teacher's classroom because then if you have any questions, they're right there.
Especially if you can't meet at each other's houses. That is the perfect time to do it.
And don't be afraid to ask your teachers questions.
Yes.
They will not bite your head off. I promise. Obviously, I still have a head.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Okay, so speaking of projects, that's what we're going to talk about next. So
this is a project-based learning school.
I didn't know
I hope you're ready for projects.
I don't know how I missed that, but I did not know that this school
How did you miss that?
I don't know.
It's in the title.
I don't know. I'm kind of stupid sometimes.
Well, I don't know. But pretty much every teacher will give you at least one project. Miss Klein, however, will give you many projects.
You have a project every unit, and there's a lot of units.
Most of them are fun, so don't worry about it too much.
So speaking of projects, I want to give you all the best advice. I know this is really hard for you, but please be careful when you choose your partner, even if it's your best friend, because even then they might not they'll think we're best friends. I'm gonna let you do all the work, buddy.
And also, don't be on the other end of that. Don't be the person who, takes charge and says, I'll do it all, because then no one really wants to work with you, because they don't get to do the fun part.
Yeah.
I like doing projects. I don't like doing all the projects, but,
make sure you pull your own weight. Everybody needs to have an equal amount of work, and so y'all can get together. And they do this so that when you're in the future, you can work together with your coworkers and stuff. So the better the partners, or the better you work together, the better your grade will be.
And some teachers sometimes they'll assign you a partner, and so you just kind of have to deal with the person you get. So try to be friends with them.
Also,
don't start fights.
Yeah. Also, if you don't like your partner, you can do 2 things. You can either fire them from your group.
But try not to do that because there's a lot of work that goes into that.
That means
you have to talk to the teacher. The teacher talks to the student.
That means you'll have to do it by themselves, the whole project. So, Also, but you can also evaluate each other. Right?
Yeah, there's the evaluations at the end.
Yeah. I want all to know that projects are a big thing, and a lot of people don't care. Like, I know there's so many people that are like, I'm not going to do my work. This is stupid.
Yeah, I don't get that because it's for a grade. I mean, you're going to do them.
It's
you have
a
to
big
do them.
grade.
They're for grades. They're for big grades.
You don't want to look that. You don't want to be that stupid person that like. Well, not stupid. Sorry, but like that person that stands there like, I don't know what to say. You
and
know?
try to be prepared because a lot of the times you have to present these projects. I mean, there are some few that you don't have to.
Yeah, hardly
but when
any.
you're trying to present them, you don't want to stumble over your words. Which, granted, you're going to be like we were when our first projects. We were just stumbling over our words and nervous, sweaty mess up there. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But you know.
And make sure you don't say but stuff like that.
And.
Okay, and then another thing about school is that when you walk in, you know how they have those big pretty doors in the front of the steps?
Up all the big stairs.
That's only open past 8. I am sorry. I get here at the school 7:55 and I have to go to the back to the gym because those are locked. So
if you show up before 8, you have to go back to the gym, or sometimes there's people standing in the hallways, but I wouldn't count on that. So if you need to go to tutoring before school, go to the side.
Just a heads up, you don't want to be that person that walks around or have to wait. So, but if you're after 8, then it's all good for you because they unlock the door. Oh, one thing about the whole door. Sorry, I keep thinking things. If you happen to get in through the first door, but the second door is locked, there's a button on the side. You can push it, and the front desk lady will open the door.
Or if you're too awkward to push the button, you can just wave at the secretary. She generally can
But people
see you.
usually get mad at you for not pushing the button.
Yeah.
I learned that from experience. No one tells me anything about that. Alright, next we're going to talk about devices.
Okay, devices. A lot of you, I'm sure, probably have like smartphones or whatever. I had a smartphone when I showed up here, but I would suggest getting a good laptop maybe, or a tablet that you can do actual work on other than just your phone. But a phone or an iPod or a tablet that's easily transported to school is super great because then you can do your little Schoology quizzes. Schoology is a big deal. You can do little quizzes in class.
Schoology, that is a number one thing. That will be your best friend
or your worst enemy if you don't do it.
Well, it's not my best friend, but you're going to have to check Schoology every single day.
If you have a smartphone, get the app.
Yes.
Because it'll send you little notifications every time a teacher posts something.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk about it when she pulls that up. Schoology is a teacher's best friend. It has dates of when homework is due. It also has like tests and quiz. Like I just had a test on there.
I did too.
We took it together. Woo! Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, they have quizzes. I don't have Spanish one, but she does.
I have Spanish one, and she likes to post a lot of quizzes.
Yeah.
But they're super easy, so it's not a big deal. But so this is really bright, but it's Schoology. You can't really see it.
It's okay.
Sorry.
They'll show you. But
they'll show you.
Your English teacher, Miss Smith, if you have her, she tells you, what you're going to be learning about the next day and what's going to go on in the class.
PE. When you have PE, he'll tell you whether you're meeting in the gym or upstairs in his classroom.
So pay attention, because you don't want to be in PE waiting for him when he's
down on the bottom floor, and then turns out he's up on the top floor.
Yeah, he's at the very top.
3 flights of stairs.
Yes, that's not fun.
Not fun.
Alright, and then we already talked about school. Okay, now let's talk about college. Yay!
Oh, college high school! Literally, freshman year, I already have 6 hours of college credit.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is just so cool, and it was all free.
Yeah, and by the time I graduate, Miss Nook said I'm going to graduate college before I even graduate high school. Isn't that pretty cool?
No way, it's so cool.
You can graduate in 2 different degrees, or 2 different associate's degree. I'm going to try to graduate my sciences degree, which means I will have more science classes. Or you can do arts, which means you'll have more Spanish and Latin classes on art.
I haven't decided what I'm doing that wise. Whew. She's way ahead of me on that one.
Well, it just depends on what you want to do when you get older. Alright. Well, I think that wraps up our first video of basic,
Okay,
general stuff.
we're going to have some other videos. If you'll just click on the side to get to our other videos, then you can see some other stuff, like your social stuff, social tips, woohoo, and some tips about your classes and your teachers.
Those
what
are
to
big
avoid
things,
and what to not avoid.
I would definitely check them out, because if I were you, this is so perfect. I wish I knew a lot of this stuff. No one tells me anything.
Why did no one do this for us? I really wish someone would have done this for us.
One more thing about this video. If y'all have any questions, there will be a comment
section down in the bottom. You can leave a comment there, and we'll ask you as soon as possible. Or you can find us in the hallways.
Yes.
I'm completely open to talk to you. Just walk up to me and be like, "Hey, Reagan, I got a question," and I'd be like, "Okay, cool."
I'm Emily too. But there's most of the sophomores are so nice. Well, most of them. So they'll be pretty open.
Most of the upperclassmen will be really nice to you if you'll just ask.
If not, you can tell me and I'll talk to them for you. Well,
yeah.
I'll see you next video. See ya.
Good luck.
Yeah.